Okay. Who? Dan double you. Let's go. Ow, wow, listen right now. Everybody knows the man that says pow. Start the show, gonna talk some toys. This is for the grown-up girls and boys making noise. Let's start the show. Talking Marvel Legends and the money that we blow. Honestly, look, there ain't no stopping me. Turtles and Joes too, let's do this properly. Need to buy more toys, don't tell my bank. Wasn't me, promise it was Hellfire Hank. Whole Who crew, look, they made me do it. If it lands in my door, then I best review it. Screw it, I don't usually boast, but I got Rich M, he's here to host. Raise a toast and raise some ducks. This isn't your average show, we're deluxe. Pow, and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W, and welcome to another Dan Who Live, but this time on a Tuesday to accommodate today's Marvel Legend reveals. You know that's what it's all about here. We recap the week that was in Marvel Legend news, and it's only Tuesday, but we have a whole Marvel Legend live stream to talk about. A lot of the reveals were leaked last week, but there was still a lot of speculation in the air in regards to what character designs and costumes they would choose, but everything has now been confirmed with a few other things sprinkled in between. So that's of course what we're going to discuss today, but I'm not on my own. It's Rich M. Rich, how you doing?
Well, I'm doing good, thank you very much. How is everyone? Hope everyone is good.
Did you were you working? So me and Rich haven't spoke yet before we went live, so I don't know, did you watch the stream? Were you working? Like, what did you see?
I didn't see any of it, but then I came home and I watched it. And I signed up for the free YouTube Premium, and you can watch it at 3 times the speed. So it was like, you just zoom through it.
People have said that who have signed up for premium YouTube without the ads and stuff like that said they can't go back to normal YouTube now. Like, if an advert pops up, they ain't got the patience to sit through it. So I've been tempted myself to give it a go.
I mean, it's good, but I definitely think for after a month, I'm probably not going to pay for it.
I just like the idea of watching Justin stream in 3 times the speed, you know, so it's over quicker with, you know, like, that's all it is. But anyway, let's talk about some Marvel Legends. But first, we'll do the housekeeping and all of that good stuff. But yes, we want to discuss everything that got revealed today, a matter of hours ago, and there is plenty to get into. But first, let me just say, anything over £4 or $4, Friday, our talking robot assistant will read out your super chat. Let us know your thoughts and opinions on today's reveals, as well as contributing to today's show. I appreciate you. If you hit that join button, you become a channel member. You will eternally get my love and gratitude. But if you take it up a notch and join the Who Crew Deluxe tier, then you can join us tonight. Literally join me tonight and recap these Marvel Legends. Remember, there's no Legends and Liquor this weekend. So if you want to get your Marvel Legends talking fix, then tonight is the place to do it. Straight after this show, we will go live with our channel members, Who Crew Deluxe. But if we get 5 super chats during today's live show, I will leave it public, only while we are live though, all right? So it's completely up to you. The ball is in your court, how much Marvel Legend news you want to talk about tonight. But me and Rich are here regardless to break down the news. So I just want to first say, Rich, just a few little plugs for myself. Go and check out the reviews that are currently on the channel. Superman has nearly got to 1,000, Rich. He's nearly there. He's nearly there. Probably never going to do a DC figure review again in my life, but he's nearly there. That's what matters. Juggernaut is also there as well. It is the Juggernaut bitch. Go and check out the review for the Gamerverse Juggernaut. We had some more Gamerverse reveals today, which was surprising. So yeah, go and check out Juggernaut. And also, I have one of the first reviews up for Wolverine, aka Weapon X. This is going to be a Target exclusive, following the pattern of Charles Xavier in the Savage Land jumpsuit, and we've got Jean from X Factor missing her green, yellow boots, of course. But this is actually a bit of an upgrade compared to the previous one. Not a massive one, but there are some differences here that I think make it worth your purchase. Completely pinless, new head sculpt. So go and check out the review for a full comparison. He's got a new hat. Malibu Stacy does have a new head sculpt, brand new head sculpt to be fair. So go and check out the review for that. And then coming on the channel, hopefully in the next day or so, the next one. She is here. Mystique is here as well. So make sure
How dare
you
you,
subscribe.
Dan? Who that's not even up for pre-order in
I
America.
know, yeah, I know. I don't know who possibly gets on me, but here she is. So there we go. So go check out that on the channel, and of course all the extra content for the channel members, including tonight's extra show, which is right there, ready to go. All right. So if you're a Who Crew Deluxe member, just DM me after today's stream. But we want to talk about some Marvel Legends. Rich, first things first. Dragon Man went back up for pre-order. Do you have any opinion on that at all? Some people seem to be outraged and some people just seem to not care. I have a feeling you're in the not care camp, like you couldn't care less. But any thoughts on it? Do you reckon the made to order thing should go up so soon? Or does it just make logical sense that they have extras from cancellations, etc.?
I mean, it just shows what I said all along. It just shows it's a pile of shit, and they don't really. It's not made to order at all. They just do what they want. So they should just do them as normal pre-orders. Get rid. I've said this before. It's like HasLabs are made to order. I don't get the point of them. Just make them normal pre-orders. People can like add and subtract. I mean, like people are gonna cancel or whatever, but they get like an average. Like they know that the roundabout figure of what it's gonna be, and then people as it gets nearer will add to it, won't they? That's the thing. So I just don't think that like Dragon Man or Mephisto or even the Sentinel, I think they would have sold more like when they came out. So yeah.
Yeah, as in like having a whole year of hype. The people that didn't get it the first time round might have got it as soon as it came in stock, just like a regular pre-order.
And like when the reviews started going up on Dragon Man, I'm sure there were people like, "Oh, I wish I'd ordered that now." And then if it had just been like, well, it's just a normal pre-order now. There's stock available. Then, or even like do like a second way, like send it to everyone who's like pre-ordered it first, and then like it's gonna go up 2 weeks later or something like that. I don't know, but yeah, it just seems like a pile of shit. But I've said this all along about made to order. You did. Which is just a HasLab by any other name, and now it's not even a HasLab. It's just a regular release by any other name.
Yeah, the difference between this and a HasLab is that the HasLab takes your money as soon as the campaign ends. So if Hasbro would like hold on to our Dragon Man money for a year, and then just give everyone the opportunity to get it a year later, you'd be pissed off. You'd be like, I could have like used that money elsewhere, but they didn't. So I'm not bothered about it, to be honest. I ordered what I wanted. I got what I wanted. But there you go. If you want Dragon Man, he did pop up in the UK and the US, but that pre-order is long gone. We are moving on to today's reveals. Matthew
Linear donated
thank you,
$5.
Matthew. Thank you. Doesn't say anything. Just wanted to show some love. I appreciate that. And it also gives us one away from our goal is 5 this evening. All right. So let's get into this. So let's scroll through. We're just going to go it. Shout out to Toy Arc. They revealed first the Daredevil helmet and the Billy Clubs, which I believe come as a combination. And this was the most
look at that sexy Daredevil.
This was the most shocking thing out of the whole thing. So Brandon told me he was moving to America to start a job at Hasbro and work on the Star Wars team. And then now we see him as a model for the Marvel products. So, or even maybe he actually is Daredevil. Maybe Brandon is out there fighting villains on Hell's Kitchen over in America. Who knows?
Daniel was like Tyra Banks in the boardroom when I've got 2 sets of photos in my hand. Brandon. And what's the other guy? What's it? Patrick. And Brandon, it's you. You can be Daredevil.
That's what he was doing. Well, Dwight got to be Wolverine, so Brandon got to be Daredevil. So, yeah, Brandon doesn't actually work on Star Wars marketing team. He's lied to us. He's actually Hasbro's model behind the scenes. So, yeah, look out for more mug shots of Brandon very soon. But, yeah, there you go. So they revealed the Billy Club, and that, which is a pretty nice set, to be fair. If you're into the role play or even into this sort of 1-1 scale props and stuff, that looks like the helmet, at least on that stand, looks like it was taken out of the Born Again series, doesn't it? So I like it. I like it for what it is. It's just not something that I have room for in my collection. Rich, you ever thought about donning the mask and becoming a Daredevil of the?
I haven't got the bone structure. I just got like jelly. I've got. So no, I don't think it's for me. Cool Cuttle is going. We were rooting for you. We were rooting for you. Well, America's Next Top Model. Who knew this is where you would come from? America's Next Top Model references tonight.
Yeah, shout out Brandon. From an emoji in the Dan Who live chat to being the model of Daredevil Born Again for Hasbro. What a story. What a story. But yes, let's keep going. So that was they showed off lots of the role play stuff, and they said there's going to be more to come, and they do a decent job with it is for what it is. So if you're into that stuff,
Dwight Stoll.
They said it's Dwight.
I mean, I don't think so.
They said it's Dwight. I'm only saying what they said. I don't know. I've never looked at Dwight's arms in that regard, so I don't know.
No, I didn't. I didn't see his arms either. He always had a plaid shirt on. So
Next time we see Dwight, we'll just strip him. That won't be weird at all.
Squeeze
Dwight,
his
here.
arms.
Let's squeeze his arms.
Arms. Like, that was arms, not squeezing anything else. So.
Look, there you go. Next up, brand new. There you go. She's in my hand. I don't have Storm to hold, but as I said, I have Weapon X. So there you go. So these are.
Well, no, I haven't got Storm.
Damn. You know what? You wouldn't have surprised me if you did. But yeah, these are Target exclusives. Pre-orders coming very, very, very soon. There she is.
Yeah. It seems to know because Michael was saying, he was saying there was going to be 6 of them. So obviously Storm is number 5. So maybe there's one more.
Who said there was going to be 6? Michael, bring toys to work.
Michael. Yeah.
Bring toys to work.
We thought there was 4 because usually there's 4. Yeah.
So there's 6. Interesting. That would make a whole wave just split out throughout the year. So that would make sense. So
well, Storm is 5, isn't she? So...
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Well, maybe it will get revealed at these next conventions coming up in the autumn. They're not far away. They're not. Most of them are in August, to be honest. Not August, not October. So only a few weeks. So there you go. Yeah, these are at Target for their Geek Fallout. But if you're in the UK, these will just be in all of the regular places you buy your Marvel Legends. Same with Mephisto. Mysterio. Yeah, I know, sorry. Mysterio. He is a Walmart exclusive, though, so he's on the other end. I wish we got more Spider-Man retro cards. I've still got room, still got blank space on my wall. So Dan Ewan gave me a little bit of hope, and he said there's still plenty more they can do. So I will keep that space on my wall reserved for more Spider-Man retro cards. But if you want your brighter coloured Quentin Beck, then you can get him. And then we've talked about the Super Skrull already on last week's show. It is what it is. It will be made available for purchase at these conventions before you can pre-order it online. So there you go. There's that. They also clarified a couple of the other reveals. So we now have a look at the whole offering for the Star Fox and Champion, which is basically what we've seen already because these boxes are pretty bare. I think this is an Amazon fan channel, isn't it? Which usually they don't have a lot of accessories. But if that's an avenue that they can just get out extra figures, then I'm not mad at it. Like, I know he's got pins, but it's the Champion. Do you know, like, it's just filling those gaps and adding new characters to the shelf. At least Star Fox is completely pinless. So I think it's a fine 2-pack. I ain't got really anything. It's not one that I look at and think I'm massively excited about. But for me, in my world building, they're 2 new characters to add to my collection. Do you know? So I'm not mad at it. Are you interested in this?
Yeah, I mean, Star Fox is long overdue. So to get Star Fox, it's another Eternal, it's another Avenger, another Cosmic hero. So he's good. Champion of the Universe, couldn't give a shit about, to be honest with you, Dan. Not really for me. But, hopefully Adam Moran wants him, and then I can just sell it to Adam Moran and just take Star Fox.
I think Adam did say he wanted him earlier on Jay's stream, so maybe you'll be in luck. But it's clearly on the Drax body, isn't it? They used the Drax that came with... what was it? Yes, Moondragon. And that's a decent figure. Like, it's a big, bulky character, stands out well on the shelf. And again, these cosmic characters definitely have that colour palette that pop a little bit as well. So, these will go into my cosmic display. Not mad about it at all. So that, again, fan channel and Amazon. But they don't like giving Amazon sets any accessories, just some interchangeable hands. And then we get onto the mini comic wave. So we have been speculating literally last Thursday when we did our live show. As we were ending the show, the whole wave sort of got leaked, but there were still questions in the air in regards to what version. So for the last couple of days over the weekend, we have been speculating away about what versions, and everyone was hoping for the stuff they wanted. And in usual fashion, Hasbro pivot and give you the version you don't want, but I think in general terms, there's a bit of both here. I think some people like the offering and some people may have preferred something else, but I don't think it's either strong one way or the other. There's something here for everyone, maybe. But Feral, absolutely needed for your X-Force. And Rich, do you know you actually mentioned...
I know.
They did it. They did the wraparound look. They did the
everyone now loves mini comics because they've got 2 sides. I think not. At least they did it. I suppose that's a good thing, but yeah.
Hang on, I've got the pre-promotional pictures here. I've been sent them, so I want to show them off. So here we go. Here's Feral. So here she is. Her box does look a little bit bland, to be fair. It would have been nice to have an extra head for Feral, maybe. But if you're going to get one, at least it is the angrier expression that mimics what you see on that front cover. But for me, I look at that box and think maybe an extra head, and I would have been a little bit happier. But I'm not going to moan, not going to complain. We've fucking got Feral, people. All right, finally, tick filled. We've got our X-Force.
My thing with Feral is that I very much doubt there's going to be another Feral. I mean, she's not like, this is peak Feral, is like X-Force 1 to 30. Then she goes evil, then she disappears, and then she comes back as a ghost in Hot Wolfsbane in X Factor Investigations. But this is the main Feral costume, so I think two heads in this one would have been better. Because I don't think we'd get again. If we do, it'll just be like repaints of this one. I can't see us getting another Feral.
So when we seen the digital render at Comic-Con, there were questions over the purple or the pink, you know, like, so now we've actually got a finished sample here on display. Where's a picture here? Oh, we've jumped past. Let me go backwards. Do you reckon the colour's okay?
Yeah, it's all right for me. I mean, Feral has been more. It depends who's colouring it. Again, sometimes she's more pink, sometimes she's more purple. So it just depends. I would say on the X-Force 1 cover, like that original cover, is more of a darker. So this probably suits it better. But I would say, like, probably going forward, do Marvel have character models? Maybe they should. I would say it should be more pink. But I'm not like as annoyed about this as Wolfsbane's skin tone. I think that was a worse misstep. This doesn't look too bad. Like, it looks that colour, doesn't it? It looks the colour of that.
Look, I'm not mad at it. Like comic, as you said, comic book characters can change depending on the artist, depending on the inkad, depending on the storyline, depending on the era, blah, blah, blah. So it genuinely depends on that frame of reference. So I'm sure this is bang on accurate to a particular panel in the comic. So by no means do I look at this and think that's an inaccurate version. It fucking looks like Feral. It's a gap that we needed to fill in the collection. And looking now at that X-Force cover, we have Cable, we have Feral, we have Boom Boom, we have Warpath, we have Domino, we have Shatterstar, and we have Cannonball up there flying in the corner as well. With legs or without legs, you have your options. Now, granted, some of these could do with an upgrade, and that is my one big criticism of Marvel Legends, is that they don't finish teams in quick enough succession. So by the time we get these new characters, the first ones we got are massively outdated, which is the case with characters like Shatterstar. So, but again, when it just comes to a character representation, at least we can finish a team, people. We can finish a team. And when you've been collecting for so long, that is very important that we get some of these teams finished. So, yeah, X-Force, Feral, it made the most sense. And, yeah, there you go. That didn't disappoint. And then next up, we've seen for ourselves that it was Rachel. So if I bounce my images back for a moment, I can get my images up for Rachel. Because I was curious about, do you know the arms, Rich? How they would do the effect piece, and it seems like they've done a pretty decent job with them being removable, which is, I think, what was my main concern. I didn't want those effect pieces to be like stuck or pegged on there by any means. So she actually does come with the interchangeable head, as we've already seen, and a nice couple of change of hands. She comes with Excalibur 1, UK repping, and yeah, I like how they can come off. She's completely pinless, so there's no like weird ports in the arms or anything that will look ugly when she hasn't got the wings attached, which I think was important. She still has all those little spikes as well sculpted on her, and I really like this. Again, it's going to depend on if you like the character, if you're having a connection to the story, but it's fucking Rachel. Again, she's up there with some of the most wanted Marvel Legends for me. And I think she looks pretty good. And the way they've done her effects, I'm not mad at all. And because she's come with two heads as well, I would probably I could keep this head sculpt on for this body so she can have the wings, and then I could use the second head sculpt and put on one of the other Phoenix bodies, and then create a second Rachel in the display already just by doing a little head swap, because that Jean Grey on the retro card is basically the exact costume that she was wearing during her run in Excalibur. So I'm not mad about this at all. Another wanted character, Rachel Summers.
Yeah, I mean, this Rachel is perfect. This would be, when I think of Rachel Summers, I think of her in a hound costume. You've got both heads. You've got like the fully hound. I would say the fully hound one should be like more of like an angry expression, maybe. Yeah. They're both quite expressionless, the faces, but the effects are really good with the Phoenix wings. So yeah, happy with that. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna do the Dark Phoenix for Rachel because she didn't really wear it that much, and this is more iconic for me. And I think I said last week, Rachel's had some terrible costumes. This is definitely Rachel's best look. So yeah, happy to finally get a Rachel Summers. on the Marvel shelf, because I think the only other one we've had was when she was in like, the
Marvel
mini
Girl.
skirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Terrible. No, yeah, I'm just excited that we get Rachel, and as I said, I can use that second head and then put Rachel somewhere else as well, and now we can have two Rachels after been waiting so bloody long. There's Excalibur number 1. My only, not a nitpick by any means, just something I would have liked to have seen. I would have liked to have seen attempt this head sculpt just to accurately recreate the front cover, because that's like my mind's eye of Excalibur. And apparently Dwight did say that him and Jesse Falcon were discussing back and forth which extra head they should do, so this one must have been in the conversation. But I'm not mad by any means at what they did eventually choose in the end for Rachel. But there you go. So far so good with Ferrell and Rachel, like characters we needed, and they've not done a bad job at representing them in plastic either. So there we go, there's that. Next up, which one did they show next? Oh, it was Silver Surfer. So on Sunday's Legends and Liquor, I was sort of trying to guess. Have I got my images here? I can't find my image. I was trying to. Here we go. So we were trying to guess, right, which version of Silver Surfer they might do. And these were the two that we came to. We were like, they're either going to do generic Silver Surfer again, single packed, but make him pinless with this exact cover, or since they have used a mini comic wave in Wave 1 to redo old figures, they could do the Silver Savage, which is Silver Surfer with a bit of body armor, and it goes with the Hulk, rumored Hulk wave coming up. And a lot of people started to get their hopes up for Silver Savage. And I was like, well, if that's the case, you know we're just going to get the pinless Silver Surfer. Because remember, they did do Rom in the first wave with the very nice painted chrome. And I did say that's probably the direction they're going to go. So fortunately or unfortunately, depending on your perspective, of course, they're giving you a completely pinless chrome painted Silver Surfer, and you can't deny the chrome paint does look really nice. So much better than that marbleized plastic. This will probably, well, it won't probably be, it will be the best Silver Surfer in your Marvel Legends collection. It's got the same head sculpt that they used with the Galactus HasLab version. So unless you have Galactus, you won't have that head sculpt. You got a couple of extra hands, etc. But it is essentially just another opportunity to add Silver Surfer to your collection if you have missed the two previous times, which was a Walgreens exclusive many years ago, and then in like a free £400 HasLab. So you can't be that mad at just putting Silver Surfer in a place where people can pick him up without having to stress about it. Rich, what do you think about their decision on Silver Surfer, and did they do a decent job?
Yeah, I'm happy. I think because you need some like heavy hitters in a way. I know we are all like Ferrell and Rachel Summers, but I think like casual collectors probably don't even know who Ferrell is without being horrible. So I think Silver Surfer is a good, like, the movie's been out, and then, again, that was the female version. So I think to put like the Nora Rad version of Silver Surfer, do like the best release you can of him, and it's just on the like a regular release. It's not like overpriced like a maximum order. It's a good way to get him. And like you said, the last one was on Galactus. The one before that was a Walgreens exclusive. So this is like, this should be more available for people. And he's like an evergreen character, isn't he? There's not, like, I know Silver Savage, you said about him, people wanted it, but there's not many looks. There's not much different for Silver Surfer. He's not suddenly, you know, fluorescent pink in a comic book or something. This is the look for Silver Surfer, so...
Yeah, I get just a few little nitpicks to say, like, you know me, I've got a no pins bloody emoji. I appreciate the updated aesthetic of the pinless, but I will say that they have still used the same torso, which still has the hole in the back. So they've updated the arms and legs, but it is still on that older torso with the crunch and the waist swivel. And like, again, I think we've all come accustomed to preferring the ball joint at the torso instead. And also, he only has one peg on the surfboard. Now maybe that's an aesthetic choice, so you just don't have two random pegs sticking out, but I don't know about any of you guys posing your Silver Surfer on display. Sometimes he can be a little bit fiddly, and it would be nice to just have two peg holes, but I guess that would give you less display options because you'd always have to put his legs in those exact spots. So again, there are pros and cons to it, but I'm just pointing out things as they run around in my brain. So but yeah, Silver Surfer, that's people's mind's eye of the Silver Surfer, isn't it, for God's sake? So there you go. If you've never got him or you want an upgrade of him, the choice is yours, as again, these comic book waves are like just generic waves that you can buy here, there and everywhere. So there you go. Silver Surfer is there. Next up was another one we were speculating on, actually. Let me get my picture up beforehand. So the next one's Black Widow. And I made this image on Sunday for talking in Legends and Liquor. I was like, oh, okay. So what version of Black Widow will they do? Now, Rich, after Thursday's stream, put a picture in his story of this Yelena Belova. And Rich, you didn't do that because you had a leak. Why did you do that?
Because I wanted that. I really like the Devin Grayson, Greg Rucka run of Black Widow. I like Yelena. The figures, the comic book figures we've had of Yelena have all been shit. We haven't had her in a Black Widow or even a White Widow costume. So I would have loved to have got this. I think I got the Marvel Select version of this costume. Toy Biz did it years and years ago. So I just thought, oh, this would be a great one to have. I didn't think they would do Yelena because it said Black Widow. I assumed if Yelena was going to be in this line, it would be like the White Widow costume, which is what she's wearing now. So I knew it was going to be a version of Natasha, but just for me, for my own selfish reasons, I wanted this one.
What made me laugh is that when Rich put his story up, I seen people that watch our stream, like the lurkers, literally copy and paste the comic panels from Rich's story and share them on Facebook.
John Morrissey donated $6.16.
Thank you, John.
Enjoy this last super chat because after today's live stream, I am broke.
I understand, John, and we appreciate it. We do very much appreciate it. He says, enjoy this last super chat because after today's live stream, I am broke. Yes, John Morrissey, I think, is a fan of a lot of the reveals today, but I very much appreciate that, John. Save the rest for those Marvel Legend purchases. So yeah, as I was saying, it just made me laugh that the Facebook group started to run with Yelena because of, like, probably what I'm sure other people out there probably were trying to suggest and put it into the universe that they wanted Yelena as well. But
it wasn't just Yelena though. It was like I put 6 and picked 6 covers, and it was literally what I picked.
Yeah, I know. That's what made me laugh. Every cover you picked, they like honestly, the person who shared it on Facebook was watching your fucking story. I promise you. But anyway, I was like, look, you know what Hasbro are like. They're not going to give us the one we want, are they? Let's think about this for a moment and try and match it up with a comic. So I put these pictures together down here and like, well, they're clearly going to reuse the black body, but they're not just going to make a Black Widow again because they've got that there. They've recently done that. They're going to do it in either white or grey. And then because the grey one has the bomber jacket from the 90s, it made sense to just repaint that Black Widow body in just the plain grey or the plain white. So it was a toying toss at that point. But then everybody kept going back to this cover, which is a popular cover because it's an Uncanny X-Men cover with Captain America and Black Widow. They go back to Madripoor. They're helping out the X-Men. And we were talking about...
It's Jim Lee as well. It's like an iconic Jim Lee cover.
Yeah,
so.
and we couldn't think of another cover that the grey Black Widow would be matched to, because we were like, there's variant covers of like classic Black Widow comics that are like variants with the grey, but never accurate to the story inside. But this story, you open the pages, she is actually wearing the grey, like it makes fucking sense. So this did make the most sense. So we did predict that, and then yeah, we were bang on, to be fair, because that's exactly what we got. We got the grey version of Black Widow. So it's the completely pinless, highly articulated body. So we know it's a good Black Widow body. They've updated the same head sculpt that we got on the previous version, which is a nice head sculpt, again accurate to the artwork. And then she comes with all of the gauntlets and stuff. What are they called? The Black Widow stingers, and with the smoke and the blast effects and stuff, which just give you a few display options. So I know a few people are going to be mad at this because they wanted Yelena. But I'm not mad at this because I want a great Black Widow upgraded. I'm not mad, but that's just me. Quinn Comics.
Quinn Comics donated $5.
Thank you.
Very happy about the grey jacket-less Black Widow. Overall, I liked what I saw for the Marvel reveals.
There you go. Queen Comics wasn't mad at all. So, Rich, what about you? When it comes to the Black Widow, we know you would have preferred Yelena, like many. Like, it would have been nice if they just packed in a blonde head as well, just to appease people, even though I don't think Yelena ever wore the grey. But what do you think of, what do you ever think of this?
Happy. I love the grey costume for Black Widow, but Hasbro have actually spent more money than they needed on this one, because it's not a jumpsuit, so it hasn't got that zip and everything on it. It's just like a low V and high V up here, like high collared thing. So she doesn't have that like line running through it. It's just like an all-in-one like catsuit type thing. She does have the logo on the back, which is again they've put on, which is good. But the front is a bit inaccurate. Obviously, they just reused that other Black Widow and painted it grey. But yeah, they didn't need that the zipper going down there or the painting then along the collar of the gold of the silver, sorry, because that's not part of the look. In the Jim Lee is a very sleek look she's got, like, because she's like a super spy, like jumping around in the background, Captain America and Wolverine. And again, she wears this costume then in the Avengers, like eventually she puts the jacket on, part of the 90s Avengers group as well. So yeah, it's a nice look for Natasha. It's not one I would have, if you'd put like my top 5 Black Widow figures we could have got, this wouldn't be one of them. But again, people who missed out on that old one, it's good to get it again. I will pick it up because I've got a cube of Black Widows as well, so I'll add it to that. But yeah, it's nice for people who missed it, but it's not exactly accurate. And I think if you've got that bomber jacket, the jacketed version, the 90s version there, like that works perfectly well.
Yeah, and if you already have this, then you can use this. I always say, never be afraid to buy the same character again. If you can find a place for them in the collection, like characters are part of multiple teams, depending on what you're trying to represent within your own collection. So if you're building a 90s Avengers, then you can keep Natasha with the jacket on in that section, and then you can buy the new version if you want to, and just put her as a little Easter egg with Captain America, like the new Captain America in that Gameverse set, like with a brown suit Wolverine and just in the X-Men shelf or something like that. Like, they can always find an extra space for them. So yeah, and I see what you're saying there, Rich, about the sleek look, and she doesn't need the additional details, but I don't mind them fudging that one. What annoys me is when they miss the bloody yellow boots. Shout out David Evan Smith. You know what I mean? Like, that's something you can't forgive, but I can forgive something like that. And I like to see the box packed. I know it's not a big box, but I like to see it with accessories. And at least here, she's got all the accessories down the side. Again, I still think there's a nice little gap there for an additional head. Maybe an angry expression or something like that for when she's shooting her guns or whatever. But there you go, Natasha Romanoff in the grey. So not Yelena, but I'm sure there'll be opportunities to get Yelena in the future. To be fair, all we need is like that interchangeable blonde head that we can whack on one of the older Black Widow bodies and we're good. The white is going to get repainted. You know, now they've done the grey, we've got the black, that same Black Widow costume at some point is going to get repainted in the white, and that's when we're going to get our blonde hair Yelena, because they're not going to give us Black Widow twice without giving us Yelena once. So
I mean, like the white costume would be the perfect place to put both heads in, to put Yelena and Natasha, because they both worn the white costumes. So
yeah. So the next time we get this body for Black Widow, it will be Yelena. That's what I think, and it will be white. But now we've got our grey, will there be less speculation over that? So there you go, Black Widow. Next up, now this one's a little bit more interesting. So again, on Thursday, all we knew is that we were getting Black Ninja Daredevil. So I put these images together and we said it's either Shadowland or it's the Man Without Fear. So I was wrong with the actual comic image they chose. I think this was the debut appearance of this look, but it's the same storyline essentially anyway. So this one here, the Shadowlands, is very similar to a version we already have that came in the Spider-Man, what is it, SPDR wave? I think it was that wave.
yeah.
Do I have an image? Oh, I don't have an image for it, but you know what I mean. Like, we've already got a version very, very close to that. So it would have made more sense to do this one. And I'm surprised they actually did do this one rather than going easy with that one. Now, a lot of people also wanted just a regular red single pack Daredevil. As remember, the last time we got a single pack Daredevil was a decade ago in the Ultimate Hobgoblin wave, and it was on the Bucky Cap body. This was again over a decade ago. The Daredevils we've got since then were in the Defenders box set, which was an Amazon box set, again on the Bucky Cap body, just a brighter red. And then the very recent red Daredevil we've got in a 3-pack with the white Elektra and then the variant sort of Bullseye. And that goes for a crazy money on the aftermarket. So I think there's a big portion of people that wanted a red Daredevil, is my point.
Matt Fisher donated
Thank you, Matt.
$4.99.
What's he saying?
Lisa needs braces. Dental plan.
I like how Matt now is gone from the food emojis to just Simpsons quotes, which I appreciate. I know what that is. Dental plan. Thank you very much, Matt, for the super chat. I appreciate it. And I also appreciate a good Simpsons reference. So, yeah, back to Daredevil. I think a lot of people wanted the opportunity to get a single-packed red one without paying the crazy aftermarket prices. But people have been reminding me that that is also rumoured in the Secret Wars wave. So don't lose hope just yet, because again, we did have a little bit of Secret Wars news on this stream as well. So back to what they did reveal. Daredevil in the jumpsuit. Well, not jumpsuit, sort of I think Mark Tack called him a Sports Direct version of Daredevil, which I can sort of see what he's saying. I've also heard him called Roadman Daredevil, which made me laugh as well. I genuinely, I'm putting my custom Dan Who head sculpt on that, and that is a Dan Who custom all day long. I'm getting pretty chunky in my old age. I wear that hoodie all the time. I'm using this as a custom Dan Who head. Forget Daredevil. But there you go. Rich, what do you think of The Man Without Fear? Definitely a fan favourite costume in the comics because of like the dark origins, Frank Miller and all that. But I know, but it got brought a lot in the MCU as well, because all of season 1, not MCU back then, but you know what I mean, all of the Netflix season 1, it was this costume until the very end, essentially. So we never got this in live action or comic until now.
Matt Fisher donated $4.99.
That's a Lenny quote, isn't it?
Ow, my eye. I'm not supposed to get pudding in it. And with that, we get the bonus stream.
Oh, he was unlocking the bonus stream. See, he's a good man. He's a good man, Matt. He's not quoting without purpose. I appreciate that, Matt. Thank you very much. Yes, he did unlock the bonus stream with that super chat. So, Rich, what do you think of Daredevil in his tracksuit, all black, pinless tracksuit with his Tesco 2-stripe trainers?
I really like this. I mean, it is like quite a simplistic look, but again, it's got a lot of new sculpting on it. It's got that hoodie, the mask, the hair coming at the back, the sneakers. It's a good look for Daredevil. Like I don't think we've had enough different looks for Daredevil. It's like we've got red Daredevil, we've got yellow Daredevil, we've got like black armored Daredevil, but they don't tend to do like much Matt Murdock's and stuff like that. So to get this look of like a half, he's like a halfway house, and he's half Matt Murdock, half Daredevil. This before he goes fully commits to being a vigilante. And like Mark Miller is just one of the greatest Daredevil artists of all time, and greatest writers of all time as well with Daredevil. So yeah, it's a good one to have. I think it builds up your Daredevil collection. We don't get, like you said, we don't get that many Daredevil figures considering he's been so big in like the TV shows and stuff like that. Great figure to get, and I will be adding this to my collection. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'd rather them. I know this won't be to everyone's taste, but I'd rather them do something we haven't got over something we have every day of the week, and this is something we haven't got, and it's just a generic hooded body as well. I can see people in the chat already thinking about just using this as fodder for army builders. You pop different heads on that, it can be whatever you want it to be, a comic version of the tracksuit mafia. I swear we've got regular heads out there that you could use on this body. He has got a bit of blonde hair sticking out the back. I don't know if that's accurate or not. Is that a tiny nitpick, Rich? Is he blonde? Any of your redhead?
What? I think that's right in it. He has got like a blonde hair in the.
Maybe it's a strawberry blonde. Maybe it's like that type of blonde. I get just a tiny little detail. That was all. But otherwise, completely pinless, all new. So a few people have saying he looks a little bit chubby as well for Daredevil, but in my head canon, he's just padded himself out. He's wearing multiple layers. He's about to get hit and get in fights, isn't he? So he's layered up underneath that hoodie. That's what my head canon's saying. Do you reckon he's a bit too chunky for Daredevil? Should he be a bit more defined and lean?
I mean, I think it fits the art style, and I think it definitely looks like a more modern Daredevil than like the classic-y type of look. I mean, but yeah, I'm happy with it. I think it looks good.
Yeah, not mad about it at all. Yeah, new Daredevil, Man Without Fear, single-packed Daredevil, just maybe not the one you wanted, or maybe it is the one you wanted. Do you recognise that cover? Do you know what issue that is?
It's the mini-series there, Man Without Fear issue 1. So it was like, he did it was like Origins and stuff like that, all Frank Miller. So
Man Without Fear, number 1. Let's have a look. There you go, yep, straight away. Nice and easy that was. In case you were curious and wanted a closer look, there you go. The Man Without Fear number 1. That is the comic they have used for the mini comic. If anyone out there still cares about these mini comics. Again, we've spoken about the mini comics many times before. We're here to focus on the character selection that they gave us, not to critique the wave. You know our thoughts on that. RIP Builder figures. Next up, it's my boy Beast, Rich. They finally give us a Beast. Now, it's not the X-Men upgrade that we wanted, but it is an upgrade that we wanted. It is Astonishing X-Men. Now, Rich, a few Christmases ago, did gift me the Astonishing X-Men Beast, which isn't that easy to find on the aftermarket, to be fair. It was from the dark days of Hasbro, and I still think, like, if you put it at the back, it can fidge in a modern day collection. But there is no doubt that this is an absolute upgrade. And we were talking about what characters in this wave would also get an additional head. I'm so glad Beast was one of those characters to get the additional head. So we can have Angry Beast and a bit more casual Beast. And the articulation scheme looks really nice as well. He's completely pinless. He has the butterfly joints. He has the ball joint at the top of the torso there, as well as the inverted crunch there. So your swivel will be at that top part. I really like this. What more could you ask for with an astonishing beast? Like, I think aesthetically it looks good. I think it will move pretty good as well. So I think that balance of aesthetics and articulation works really well here. They've given the extra hands. They've given the extra heads. I like this one, Rich. What about you, Beast?
I mean, I really like it. This looks good. It's slight improvements. They pulled up his trousers to like Simon Cowell levels. The face sculpts are much better than that old one, and it fills out that astonishing team. Like I've said this so many times that astonishing is not my most favorite of X-Men runs, but I know a lot of people really love it. The Joss Whedon, John Cassidy one. The weird thing with this, and even though we're not focusing on the mini comic book. Yeah, so they've gone with Astonishing X-Men Saga #1, which is like a little recap of like the first 12 issues in like a little comic book form. So it's weird they went with that and not like issue 1 or even one of the Beast covers or something like that. It's a weird choice. But there we go. No one's collecting for these. Who gives a shit anyway? Yeah,
so they're actually reading the issue 1 of Astonishing X-Men on this cover, ain't they?
Yeah, so if I remember, this is like it's not like the full 12 issues. It like breaks down the first 12 issues of like what happens and stuff like that.
Okay, well there he is, Astonishing X-Men Beast. Again, we're not too fussed about the comics here, but there he is. I'm really happy with that Beast. You know, Beast is my boy, and now we got a nice upgraded version for our Astonishing shelf. And if anyone is interested, I don't know, Rich isn't interested, but if anyone is interested in completing an updated version of the Astonishing team,
just 2 more to go, innit? 2 more.
Dan Yoon did say
Colossus.
Yeah.
And armor. That's all you need. Just Colossus and armor.
Colossus and armor.
Maybe Lockheed. Maybe Lockheed.
Well, there is a rumored 2-pack which could be Colossus and just Lockheed. Definitely not the other one.
That would be great. That would be a great 2-pack.
Yeah. So Dan Yoon did sort of hint that maybe they should finish this team sooner rather than later. So maybe there is truth to that 2-pack rumor after all. But we still need that armor builder figure or whatever it is made to order. However they get armor out there, I'd be happy. But there we go. So there's Beast. So where we at with the full wave? Let's have a little recap here. I've got so many tabs open with all these little comics. Let me close all these. So there's all there. There it is. So there is your full wave.
There you go.
Rich, what's your top 3?
Definitely Rachel. Rachel would be the #1 for me. I love that, Rachel. Feral, just because she's needed in this character we've never had before.
Oh, and save your
in
number
Legends
1.
Form.
And save your #1.
RP donated $5. The doctor said I wouldn't have so many nosebleeds if I just kept my finger out of there.
Yeah, that is another Simpsons reference as well. Thank you very much, RP. Much appreciated. I'll catch them every time, I promise you. If it's Simpsons, I'm going to know it. Okay, so who's your #1? Unless you did it in reverse order.
But Rachel would be #1, so I've done it. But I would say probably Daredevil would be in my top 3 for me. Yeah, but equally, I don't no, I would get Black Widow because I got my Black Widow coup. So there's not one in yet. Again, like the first wave of minifigures, I think is a good mix of characters, and this is the first wave since I think way back in like the Phoenix and Rogue.
3 females, is that what you're going with?
Yeah, 3 females in it. That's what. So it's like half the wave is female. Considering in the first wave of mini comics there wasn't 1 female. They've gone female heavy in this one with 3 females and 3 males. Yeah,
I lined up the 3 females for this photo on the top row just to put them front and centre. Yeah, before we move on to the next set of reveals, give me your top 3. Who makes your podium of this wave? Now, again, we've all had our thoughts heard on the mini comics gimmick. Not really for us collectors. We missed the Build-A-Figure concept, but Hasbro are clearly trying something different, blah, blah, blah. We know the story. We're not focusing on the mini comic aspect. We're focusing on the character selection here and the actual action figures that we've got inside this packaging. What are your top 3? I think for me, do you know what? Beast is my boy, but I don't think he can be 1 because we needed Rachel so much. So I think for me, my top 3 is Feral 3rd, Beast 2, and Rachel 1. Because I've got this, Rich. So if we never had Beast, I've still got this. But if I don't have Rachel, we ain't got one. We ain't got one in that look. So, yeah, Rachel's my 1. Beast is my 2 because of Beast bias, though, people. There is definitely Beast biased.
You could do, like, stop animation now with Beast's trousers slowly falling down.
I could. And then Feral will be up there. But I like the others as well. Like, I'm in from all. You know me. I'm one of those idiots. And, again, I'm very self-aware. I'm one of those idiots who will buy a figure again for the pinless tech. Look, it is what it is. I just prefer that look. I think the plastic... I keep saying I think the plastic like I know anything about fucking plastics. I don't know nothing about action figures and how they're made. But my point is, with a lot of the pinned legs over time, they just get a bit warped. We've all heard of Jelly Leg Gene, where I think the pinless tech definitely also improves the actual structure and how you can pose these figures on the shelf over time. So at least from my experience.
If you was in charge, right, so Daniel's come to you now and he's giving you a photo, he's presented your photo to you, you're in charge of this wave. What 1 character are you going to remove and what 1 character are you going to put in from these 6?
I'll remove Black Widow and I'd put in a character. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on the spot now. Who would I put in? Who's been talked about as like really wanted? I would have put like a big brute in, like I don't know, someone like Exodus in or something like that. You know, like just a character that we haven't got that doesn't really fit into other themes. Yeah, I'd swap Black Widow out for Exodus if that was up to me, just because I'm adding more characters I need, and I didn't need that grey Black Widow, but I will get it to do a little switcheroo and upgrade. Because I think she'd go great with that new Captain America we got in the Gameverse wave. And you can shove her just as a little Easter egg in the corner of an X-Men shelf or something like that. Silver Surfer, as collecting Legends for so long, Silver Surfer is probably the least needed there because I've already got 2 Silver Surfers. I've got the Walgreens and I've got the Galactus one.
I think you say least needed, but I think that would be the most popular.
No, I agree.
Missed out on the HasLab. I think that would be the one that would sell. So.
I agree. Not everyone. Again, the Walgreens exclusives weren't easy to get for people, and not everybody got the Galactus. But you had to put Silver Surfer with Galactus. That just made sense. So that's why I always thought when Silver Surfer was rumoured, I was like, well, it's clearly just a pinless version of Silver Surfer because his other looks, like you said, are not popular enough to put out there for the public. Or at least the action figure buying public anyway. Let's have a quick look then before we move on to the rest of these, to the chat, because I've been neglecting you guys this whole time. So make sure you're getting involved with the poll. The poll says, what is your favourite Marvel Legend reveal of today, all right? If you had to pick, if 3 of the others had to disappear, which is your one that you wanted the most? Is it the mini comic wave? Is it the Punisher and Nick Fury 2-pack? Is it the Deathbird and Gladiator 2-pack? Or is it the Secret Wars Iceman? All 3 of them we are about to discuss right now. But I just wanted to get your top 3s on this first. A few people are throwing in some good suggestions, actually, about what the extra figure should have been. Yellow Jacket is one, pink Psylocke, or even the Outback Psylocke. So, yeah, all of them are great suggestions as well, by the way. Rich put me on the spot. I panicked, people. I panicked. I just kept seeing dancing fucking Exodus in my head for some reason. Let's have a look at some top 3s. Did someone give me some? I think you did, didn't you? Jose says Beast, Rachel, and Daredevil. And Mikey Moonboot says Rachel, Silver Surfer, and Beast. True Fiasco says Beast, Rachel, and Daredevil. Jamie says Rachel, Feral, and Daredevil. Damien says sold on Feral after that pose earlier. Okay then, good to see. John Morrissey says Phoenix, Feral, and Silver Surfer. South Present says top 3 Rachel, Feral, and Beast. Radium says Feral, Daredevil, and Rachel. Gregory says Beast, Surfer, and Feral. Christopher Allen, everybody's favourite, says Rachel, Daredevil, and Silver Surfer. So who hasn't been mentioned yet? to be fair, all of them have got a mention at least once. So it shows you everyone has their preference there. Gregory says the whole wave is fire though. Craig's nostalgic collection, don't forget those dots. Says Rachel 1, Feral 2, Silver Surfer 3, but in on the whole wave. Your boy's got toys is one of the people that was asking for an updated Silver Surfer, or at least he seems happy about it. I don't know if he was asking about it, but he's got it now. He says Surfer's Widow and Rachel. South Presence says the Miller DD is a close fourth. Logan Dan Toy says Feral, Rachel, Silver Surfer, and Professor Soundwave says don't last longer with pins. Pinless is better aesthetically for 4. Yes, that's what I was saying. Well, I think they last. The pinless tech is just better in both regards, aesthetically and structurally. But that's just my experience. You may have your own. I'm not here to put my opinion into anyone else's mouth. You can all think what you want. Jay says poll, bloody hell, I forgot to end my poll. What an amateur. Yeah, I'll probably forget to end this one, Jay. I was going to ask for the results of your poll, but I guess you'll never know. Right, okay, thank you very much to everyone who's still lingering in and locked in with us, talking these Marvel Legend reveals. Let's continue, shall we? Let's continue. So let me get my graphics back up. There are pre-order. We will, at the end of this, I'll summarise what the pre-order dates are, as Bring Toys to Work has very kindly given me a list of all the pre-order dates in one nice format for us all to see, to screenshot if needed. Let me close the chat and continue. So yeah, this all goes up for pre-order tomorrow, which we have knew about for a good while. Again, Entertainment Earth leaking out that news for us way ahead of time for us, and this is available everywhere you buy your Marvel Legends. Nice and simple. Next up, now this was a nice surprise. I like when we get a mix of stuff we know about, but we're not quite sure on the accessories and the costumes, but then stuff we don't know about. And as far as I'm aware, I didn't know we were getting an Iceman on the Secret Wars card. Now, of course, we all knew we were getting more Secret Wars, and Dan Yoon is even confirmed in this video, like he just said, yeah, we are going to get even more Secret Wars. And I was very happily surprised to see they showed off Iceman. So we've got a brand new Marvel Legends Iceman on the Secret Wars card in. He is pinless. I have got the pretty, let me see if I can actually show them off. I've got the actual promo images sent to me from Hasbro, so I could zoom in without it being blurry and see if he had pins or not. So yeah, I can confirm he is completely pinless. So it's a completely pinless, translucent Iceman. He comes with a snowball, his slide, which we have seen before. It's just obviously in this different translucent plastic. And we also get 2 ice effects as well, which are actually really good. There's no promo for those effects, though. That's quite annoying. Did they pose it here for those effects at all? No, they've got no effect, no promo pictures with those effects. Are they scared of showing them off? So yeah, no promo pictures with those effects, but new effects, as you can see. These attach onto the hand, so you can sort of make him...
I'm sure Daniel said that Shoot the Galaxy had done some poses with those effects.
I literally haven't
gone up there.
I have the press pack from the PR, and this is what I've got. That, this, that, this, that, this, that, and that. That's it. No pictures with the ice effects, which the ice effects look pretty good. They're the new element of this pack here. So Iceman was needed. He was a needed update, shall we say. We've got a couple of Icemen in the past, different versions of Iceman, but just regular Bobby Drake that can go into different parts of your X-Men display was needed. The last one we got was a little bit cloudy, not so icy, a little bit cloudier, if you will. And he had like plastic like going down the middle of his face. He was just, I don't know, he just wasn't right. It was on the orange card back, wasn't he, Rich?
Yeah, he was like the first wave of X-Men retro cards,
which was years ago at this point, years ago. So so he is needed. So I like that they've gave us a new version. He definitely looks like a better version of that translucent plastic. Definitely looks more icy, more crystally than the previous one. As I said, the last one looked a little bit cloudy, a little bit foggy. I like the new effect pieces, even though I would like to see how they pose up, but I'm sure they just clip onto the hands and it's as simple as that. So you can have him creating that ice slide in front of him. And then we also get an additional head as well, which maybe you could use as an apology head on the old one, but I'm sure the plastics won't match up at all. But yeah, nice surprise. Not mad at this one at all. A character we needed, and I'm a fan of the Secret Wars card, and I'm sure we're going to see a lot more as well. So Rich, what do you think of Iceman?
Yeah, not a bad figure. I get why it's on the Secret Wars card because it's like in tribute to that like original like international release figure. But I would have been happy with this on the X-Men retro card with his like X Factor like
Wow.
belt on that like stabilized him. Like I think that was needed. But again, this being on this, probably next year we'll get the X Factor version as well. So it's definitely an update. I think like a proper iced Iceman is something we've been waiting for a long time. Like they did a really good AOA version of Bobby Drake, but I think all of the releases we've had in the Legends line, there's always been something a bit lacking with them. So to get like a traditional iced Iceman is great. It looks good, and I will be happy with this.
He's got a little weird smile as well. Can you see his teeth there a little bit? It's like a little weird grin.
He's just happy, Dan.
Just
He's like,
happy.
I'm not even in Secret Wars, and I've got my own figure. That's what he's thinking.
He's got, so that head sculpt's happy, and then that one is a bit more grimacing. Yeah, so both of the head sculpts have his teeth on show. That one's smiley, and that one's a little bit grimacing. But do you reckon the plastic's better for an Iceman? Obviously, it's awkward to do in action figure form with the articulation and all. But do you see what I mean when I said the last one was a little bit cloudy, a little bit foggy, and this one just seems a
Yeah.
bit more crystallized? Looks nice.
It does. It looks very ice-like, iced.
It gives me hope for this type of plastic for Emma Frost. Do you know, like a crystallized version of Emma Frost in the future or something like that?
I don't think we need a crystallized version of Emma Frost. That's fine. We don't need that look. I think we like the characters like this or like Magma, like get like a molten version for Magma. Those are the characters we need. Like we've got enough Emmas. People want to see Emma's tits. They don't want to see her diamonds.
Diamond tits, Rich. Couldn't be mad at that, surely. I'm with you though on the X Factor bout. That could have just been in this, and it could have just had a peg on the back that you removed and whatever. Like that would have been a very nice packing. Like, I appreciate the new ice effects, but that bout that could have been removable. Could have then been put on another version of Iceman, or you could have brought a second, or whatever. So again, that would have been a nice addition just to spruce it up. But like Rich says, they want our money, don't they? They're going to do it again, but with the bout.
Professor Samuel says Kitty and Crystal Emma 2-pack. I would be happy with that. Put that one out. Put out that.
Yeah, because he just wouldn't buy it. He wouldn't buy it. And yeah, and in referring to what reference to what Rich said, yes. So 41 years ago, how many people were born 41 years ago? Oh my God, Daredevil's in the chat. I just seen Daredevil in the chat. We got a celebrity in the chat, everybody. 41 years ago, we got this version of Iceman in the Secret Wars wave, but it was a European exclusive wave that also had, was it maybe Hobgoblin and Electro? Could be wrong with those two, but I know there was a couple of those Secret Wars characters that never made it out.
Bobby Drake might have had a bit of an accident in that packaging.
He looks a bit
as well.
yellow,
Looks
doesn't
like
he?
a bit yellow, isn't he?
Yeah, I noticed that. But he's 41-year-old plastic, bless him. But yeah, he does have a bit of a yellow tint to him, doesn't he? Bless him.
His legs and arms are white, so it hasn't gone. It's just gone up over there.
But to be fair, this is like a fair tribute to Iceman on that card back 41 years ago. And the way that they spoke about this, with it being like on the foreign card and never really had a proper release, makes me think they're going to do the other ones. And I don't know if anyone else noticed this, but in the stream, Dan like picked up one card, looked at it, put it down, and then picked up another one. Now, I could be reading into something that's nothing, but like, were there more there? And they only revealed this one at this moment. Like, were like the other European exclusives, are they going to get like single releases? And again, correct me if I'm wrong, but was it Electro and Hobgoblin? Maybe.
Because after this finished, they put the Christmas hats on and then they filmed the Christmas tree there, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah, Bring Toys to Work says he saw that as well. So yeah, I could be reading into it more than what it is. Maybe there's just two versions of Iceman on the desk or something. I don't know, but yeah, maybe there's more. But we've already speculated what we want a second wave of this to be. I think we've genuinely got the leak out there as well, haven't we? Somewhere. If I don't know if I'll be able to get it quick enough for you, but I'm sure you probably remember it in your head. What would I have called it? Yeah, there you go. I would call it Secret Wars Wave 2. Well done, Dan. That's how we find these things quickly. I've just lost it now. Fucking had it as well. Secret. There we go. Come back, you bastard. There you go. So there's the rumoured Secret Wars Wave 2, or at least what we know. So everyone saying that this Daredevil should have been red. Well, maybe the reason it's not red is because they're saving it for Secret Wars, which again would be an accurate tribute from the Daredevil 41 years ago. Spider-Man, Constrictor, who was rumoured to be in a 2-pack that never happened. So again, maybe there's a new mould out there for Constrictor, so some truth to that. Falcon, and then Absorbing Man was on the list, I think, but we just made up the 6th one because we tried to pick a female, but it probably won't be her. It might be Enchantress, unless Enchantress is in that new Build-A-Figure wave with Scourge the Executioner as the Build-A-Figure. But again, all of that is still rumour. So that's what I mean. That's why rumour's a fair game. Until things are officially revealed, you just don't know how they're going to switch it up on us. But I was very happy to see Iceman today on the card back. Any final thoughts on Iceman, Rich, before we get into maybe, I'm going to guess probably maybe your highlight of the day, maybe?
I mean, it's just good to, I think Iceman is just good to get him like in the thing. And what I will say is this year's been really good for X-Men. Like we've got a full X-Men wave. We've got the X-Men 97 wave, which has just shown up in Canada. And then all, like in every series, I think we've had an X-Men character this year. Gameverse has been loads of X-Men. Yep. There's been loads of retro cards exclusive. So yeah, great year to be an X-Men fan.
Because money talks and X-Men sells.
Yeah.
They're clearly just following the pattern there. They're following the analytics. They're like, oh, wait a minute. When we release X-Men, we actually sell and they don't go to Ross. Now, maybe that's the pattern they're going to follow. Hopefully that's the case. Give us what we want, Hasbro. Give us what we want.
That Kitayama 2-pack's going to prove I'm wrong.
Miguel also says that he looked at the footage and it just looks like Dan Yoon was holding another box that was open, which is probably the Iceman that they took out the box for display. So that makes a lot more sense. So ignore me. Again, I always look too deep into these things. So yeah, you're absolutely right, Miguel. It probably was just the opened box of Iceman. But anyway, more are coming. They did confirm that. So next up, Gladiator and Death's Bird. Now this again has been long rumoured, but until it is officially revealed to us, you just never know. And it looks very nice. Not gonna lie to you, like I think the biggest nitpick with Gladiator will be people maybe being a bit frustrated with the plastic capes. But it is the Legends aesthetic, whether you love it or hate it, it's what Legends do. But it is otherwise the same sort of beefy body that they used for Gladiator, which was a good choice, but it is now completely pinless. A couple of more accessories that make him a lot more fun to pose. I really like that additional head sculpt. He's got some extra hands now as well. So I completely understand if people's criticisms with this are the cape. I get it. Not some people don't like cast plastic capes, but as a representation of Gladiator, updated with the pinless tech, additional head, some extra hands, which do make a difference for display. I really like it. And then before I throw it to Rich, of course, Deathbird as well. Lalandra's evil sister is finally here. Now, we speculated a while ago that they would reuse parts of Lady Mandarin to make Deathbird. Turns out there's no reuse from Lady Mandarin and we're all idiots. But we don't care because Lady Deathbird is here. Really like that facial expression as well and like the purple metallic they've used. She's still double jointed and pinless, even with that sort of pipe work all plugged in around her. It doesn't seem to like hinder the articulation too much. She's got a really good sort of textured cape as well with that sort of metallic shine. They showed that off on the stream. There you go, look at that. Sort of, are they going to reuse that for some Serpent Society members? Maybe. But yeah, really like this, and it's a solid 2-pack. If you're a fan of X-Men in that sort of cosmic era, that She-Arc run, you've already got your Uncanny X-Men team. You've got Lalandra. You've got Professor X. Now you can start adding these. Who else we got from the Imperial Guard? We got Fang, right? Fang the only. Yeah. So, Rich, what do you think? X-Men, Imperial, She-Arc, 2-pack, whatever they call it.
Can you get the promo pics of Deathbird up for me?
I do, yeah. I can do that for you. 1 second. What do you want to look for? Have you spotted something for us, Rich?
Yeah, just when you were saying about reuse.
Oh, okay. So
can you show me the single shot of Deathbird?
Yes. So there's no face fronting image of this box for whatever reason. There's no face fronting image of this box in the promo pics. But we got the angled pic. There's a Gladiator. There's the additional head for Gladiator. Looks really good with those effects coming out of his eyes. There's that. Do you want me to get a better one at the face? Is that what you want?
Go down to the legs.
Oh, the legs. Oh, okay.
So I think they've reused Lalandra's legs. No, we said about Lady Mandarin. I think it is.
You're bang on.
Lalandra's, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, here she is. I can grab her. You're absolutely right. Yeah, Lalandra's legs have the boots in the sort of metallic, and then she's got the black behind with the sort of raisedness, and that's exactly what they've done here up there with the thighs. It goes up to the thigh cut. Yeah, you're bang on. They are Lalandra's legs. So there was leg reuse after all.
I mean,
who cares?
this would be like my preferred look for Deathbird. I'm glad they've gone with this one. I think it looks great. We've never had Deathbird Marvel Legend
Ever.
before. No, Toy Biz or Hasbro. We've like I think back in the Toy Biz in like the Ninja Wave, I think it is. There's a Deathbird in that where they like repainted like a wolf's bane to be Deathbird, like somehow. I've got that figure, but yeah, but this looks great. It's like the Jim Lee kind of look with the piping going into it. I wish they'd sculpted both sides of the cape. If we're going to be really nitpicky, I wish like
the inside of it, yeah.
had the feathers on as well, and
You mean
obviously
like that bit in there, yeah.
they go like wings at some point. So like to have like an alternate set where she's like got him out would have been good as well. But then that's just being like that's me being nitpicky. Or come with the javelins because that's when she first appears in I think it is Miss Marvel. Like that's her weapon. She's got these like power javelins, which the original Toy Biz figure got as well. So she could have come with javelins, but again, this is an Amazon exclusive, so we are now used to just getting
Nothing.
2 sets of hands.
Yeah.
At least Gladiator got a new head, so
Yeah, you're right. She doesn't even come with a set of hands. Is it?
nothing at all.
So, fucking Destiny from Destiny and fucking 2-pack come with more fucking accessories than Deathbird. Fucking hell. Don't get me wrong, Deathbird looks really good, but it is always disappointing when you don't get any additional accessories just to give you those display options. Because just one extra head and some different expressive hands can make such a difference to a display or to a pose, and that's the fun. Like I always say, that is the adult version of action figures and and playing with your toys is displaying. Like occasionally I'll get out my box of accessories and just change a few things up, and like so it's nice to have those options. And I think that is an updated head sculpt as well. From what I'm looking at behind me, I do think it is better sculpted. You definitely got more wrinkles on the face, and I really like that second head sculpt a lot as well, with the actual not flames, but you know what I mean, the powered surging conjunctivitis, yes, surging out of his eyeballs there. But yeah, really like this one. And again, like Rich said, it's X-Men adjacent, and it fits that aesthetic. Like I always say, with Legends, it's that world building that you can continually build out these storylines from different eras, and they're doing a pretty good job this year so far. I just like some more Imperial Guards now, so they can go along with Gladiator on the shelf to sort of fill out that sort of section, I suppose. But Deathbird was definitely up there. She also was the last character we needed that was on that Uncanny X-Men cover. Am I right in saying that? Like, has every character now on that cover been made into a Marvel Legend?
Just Zaladin. Zaladin is the last one left. The sister of Polaris.
Let me have a look. What was it? Uncanny 2 what?
275.
Two. Oh, right. Yeah, because I remember them saying they were going to fill it out, and they nearly
She's on
have.
the side with Rogue and
Yeah, you're bang on. You're absolutely bang on. So there's Deathbird up there with Gladiator and Lalandra on that side. So yeah, all of them have now been made. And then over here, up top next to Magneto. So we've got Rogue now in Savage Land. We've got Magneto, of course, already. So yeah, one more to go then, I guess. And we've got everyone on that cover represented.
David Evan Smith in the chat has come to the defense of Hasbro's lack of sculpting and says that actually the art inside of the cape shows it as smooth and it's like a canary yellow color. So in a way, it's like Marvel Girl Jean Grey, because they didn't give her a yellow boot, so they didn't give her a yellow in a cape.
Yellow paint just must be really fucking expensive.
Very expensive.
Clearly, they just don't want to. They cut corners with yellow any opportunity they get. We're lucky they used all their yellow up on this team here. They're like, right, we've given the Uncanny team. We can no longer use yellow boots on anything else moving forward, or the insider capes. So there we go. So yeah, for some reason, why is there no front-facing image? That's annoying me. Like, that's the image I like to see. Instead, we've got the angled image. But there you go. There you go. Looking really good. I think that's probably going to be a lot of people's favourite reveal from today. Looking at the poll, Comic Wave is in the lead so far, and then Nick Fury and Punisher are second. So maybe that is the one that's got everyone excited. Let's get into it, shall we? So there's a 2-pack again. It's a Famazon. So if you get a Famazon 2-pack, we knew there were more 2-packs coming because last year we got a lot. So they've trickled them out a little bit slower this year, but they're still there and they still lackluster in accessories for whatever reason. And then they showed this tease. Now you have to be of a certain age to even get this tease. And I think I've recently brought the arcade. Do you know the collection? It's on the collection, isn't it? I haven't played it yet, but it's on the collection, isn't it? So now I'm actually itchy to go. Actually, I'm going to go and play that game. So it is from the Punisher game in the early 90s. Is it early 90s? Definitely 90s anyway. Yeah,
early 90s. Yeah,
one of the first Capcom Marvel games. Full stop. Punisher and Nick Fury were 2 playable characters, and you've got them both in this 2-pack. Like a very fun, unique. So. You know me, I've always said that. The thing is I like about Marvel Legends is like no matter what aspect of Marvel you like, whether it be movies, whether it be comics, whether it be the animated shows or even the games, there are Marvel Legends out there that represent that pocket of the Marvel universe for you. But I would always say that the Gamerverse for me is my least desired because I'm not a gamer as such. But I love nostalgia. And I love it when these Gamerverse figures can just work in a regular comic or whatever display you're building. Do you know, because there's no weird cel shading or pixelization or anything that makes them look out of place. So this is definitely one of those 2-packs where, of course, it's a nice tribute to that original game, but it's also just a really decent Punisher and Nick Fury you can start using in your display. We recently got that Shield 3-pack, didn't we, with Nick Fury Jr., and they gave us the Nick Fury head. Well, now I can keep that as Nick Fury Jr., and this can be the Nick Fury in my display. And then we get Punisher, not quite in the classic black and white, which we assumed they would eventually do with the white boots and stuff. It's in the sort of blue, which also heavily reminds me of the animated show, but it is accurate to this game. He just needs a trench coat and a bandana, and he can jump right into the animated series. But it's packed with accessories. If I go through these pictures here, we already know that Punisher body is a really good body. Let me get the promo pictures up, actually. I've got the better images here. So, Rich, what do you think of this while I grab these pictures up? Did you play the game first and foremost? Do you have any
I love this game. So it's not like a Capcom beat 'em up. It's more like a side scroller. So it's like like Streets of Rage, Double Dragon, that kind of game.
Let's hope I get demonetized, but let's have a quick look, shall we?
If you go as one player, you get to play as Punisher, and then if player 2 joins, you get to go as Nick Fury. So I think I was saying like last week about Nick Fury, about like I don't want to do a Steranko version because it would just be the same costume. So this is good because it's a Nick Fury in a different look. Like this is a great costume for Nick, and it's something different. I like the colours on Punisher. I think like doing that blue, like you said, it evokes the Spider-Man animated series as well for people. But I just wish they'd done like a bit like the big bandana stuff like that on it type of thing.
Yeah, there you go.
I think that's what they were like missing a little bit. But then I'm gonna guess they'll probably do this one at some point on a Spider-Man car. I know they say there's issues with Punisher and where they can put him, but Amazon seem to be loving him because this is the second year that we've got an Amazon exclusive, isn't it? It's like
which I reckon it's to do with the age thing because like when we got told like that characters like Punisher are in like a different category of characters. So like when a packaging has 4+ on it, you can't be putting the Punisher on that type of packaging due to some type of licensing rule. We don't know the logistics, but that is genuinely a thing. So it seems like the way they get Punisher out there is by putting him in these fan channel places where maybe they're not on shelves that kids can pick up and be like, oh, who's the Punisher? Let me read about him. Because I don't know. Do you know what I mean? There's clearly rules behind the scenes so in a way, it's pretty good that they still find avenues to get Punisher out there. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. It's Punisher. He's one of my favourites. So my mind's eye would always be the black and white, but I'm not mad at this by any means. We know this is a good body because of the War Journal 2-pack. So if you've got that, you already know what you're getting with this. Let me see if I can skip forward to the actual background they showed in the box. That's it, isn't it? Yeah, you go. That's it. It's like a warehouse, isn't it, or whatever?
Isn't it? You've got like the wrong version. I've got the wrong version of the game app.
Well, the versions I was looking at, Rich, because I was getting a bit confused as well, right? Because whenever I Google these type of shit, right, this is what always comes up, fucking Genesis. And I'm like, I'm from the UK. I never had a Sega Genesis. What did we have, Rich?
Sega Mega Drive.
A Sega fucking Mega Drive, yeah. So this is what rings more bells to me. It's like this. Guess how much this is on eBay right now?
£300.
£2 grand.
£2 grand.
£2 grand. Clear. This rare. Apparently, it's really rare. So a Sega Mega Drive version of the Punisher, clearly rare. $2,000 for a brand new listing that I seen. I'm sure there's cheaper versions, but brand new mint in box, $2,000 it was. But there you go, Capcom Punisher. Don't know who the guy that face is in the front. I don't even know who the artist is.
This was a port of the original game, and it made the pixels like a bit not as good quality. So like the arcade game has got slightly better graphics. That's the difference between them.
Yeah, and there you go. There's
the arcade game is what is on the PlayStation 5 re-release. Like
that's what I've got. I'm going to play that this weekend. I'm going to play it now. Now we're getting this 2-pack. But there's
you can play it online, and then you can get like Tana or someone, and then they can be Nick Fury there.
Yeah, who wants to be the Nick Fury to my Punisher? Let me know. We can play some online gaming. Maybe I'll do some channel membership streaming or something like that. But there you go. There's Nick Fury lurking in the background. He was always there. So there's your player 2 variant. And but yeah, here's the game. I think Kingpin is in it, right? Kingpin's a bad guy.
It's what as well, the Reaver, the half tank Reaver, what's his name?
Bonebreaker.
But yeah, Bonebreaker, he's in the game as well, like a massive version of Bonebreaker. He's one of the bosses in it.
Can we find a big bad? I'm just quickly, this is most played, so what happens here? Most played. Oh, he's got a flamethrower now. Punisher with a flamethrower is the most replayed section. Who's the big boss right at the end? I'm nearly there. I'm nearly there. I'm right at the end. Surely there's got to be a big boss. I'm assuming it's Kingpin. Who's that guy in the trench coat? Looks like a clone. Oh, I love this side-scrolling beat-em-up games. It's such old school. Kids these days would never have the patience to play this shit because they'd think it's like a mobile game. There he is. There's the Kingpin. Get him, Punisher. Get him, Frank. Oh, look how easy he picked up the Punisher there. Oh, that was... How quick did he die?
Jigsaw's in it, and Bushwhacker as well, and they're bosses as well. So we've kind of got most of the bosses from the game.
No wonder the Punisher, Kingpin was hiding all that time. He got beat all well quick. Ah, that's why he's coward. That's why he's the final boss. He just spent the whole game cowarding away. Let me close that tab so it doesn't take up any more time. Let me close some tabs here. What tabs have I got? Close. So yes, the Punisher was very, very close to being this version. But like I said, for whatever reason, they can't do characters like Punisher and Blade on that Spider-Man retro card. You got to wait for different avenues. So this just happens to be a different avenue for them. And according to you guys,
it's bonkers that they can't do that. Then Goblin Queen gets released on the X-Men 97 card.
Makes no sense. Because she was in the show, I think... The rules change because she was on the show. Like behind the scenes, the rules must change. Like because they could argue while she's on the show, and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, where I don't know, these are a bit more blurry." But they keep using that Gamerverse branding to get this stuff out. So again, I'm not making any type of Gamerverse display like myself. These type of 2-packs. I am picking and choosing and upgrading characters in my shelf and whatever. So as long as they don't make it any gimmick where there's not marbleization, but pixelization or cel shading and whatever, please stay away from that. Keep them like this where you give collectors the opportunity to put them into any display they want because they're not heavily stylized.
Yeah, I think everyone knows that you wouldn't do Gamerverse because you hate Jada Toys as well, so you wouldn't get any Street Fighter or Mega Man figures with her. So it's like... Just hates them. He hates them. Don't
encourage the idiots that spread that rumours. When I say idiots, I mainly mean Alexi, your boy's got toys. Like, rumour, not true. Got nothing but love. Whole shelf. Oh, I'm going to unplug my shit again. Whole shelf. Whole shelf. And I've got Tony the Tiger. And I've got the Scooby-Doo figures waiting on pre-order. Love Jada Toys. Call me. All right, call me. So, yeah, anything you would have changed about this 2-pack, Rich?
No, I think it's really good. It's got loads of accessories. Like maybe a bandana-headed Punisher to make it a little bit more game accurate, I suppose. But yeah, I really like it. It looks great. I'll definitely be on this one.
Who's the sculptor? Paul Hardin. Paul Hardin pointed something out on... Is it Paul Hardin?
It's usually Paul Hardin. If it's a good head sculpt, it's usually Paul Hardin.
Let me have a look. Because he pointed something out. He basically sculpted both of these. And he pointed, yeah, here he is. And he pointed something out about the Punisher head, about the Nick Fury head, sorry.
Cat Blaze wants to know where did the rumour of Dan hating Jada start? It was at
Alexi.
MCM 2 years ago when he was at the stand going, I hate you, Jada Toys. That's where it was.
It was fucking Alexi just being an idiot. And now the whole justified idiots run with it as well. Like, nonsense. Right, so Paul Hardin pointed out, he says, look, please enjoy these upcoming Punisher and Nick Fury head sculpts that I had the pleasure of making for the Legends line. And then he goes on to say, look, trim a little toothpick, make it brown, marker it brown, and put it in Fury's mouth. And if you notice, if you actually zoom in here on the Nick Fury head, see that little gap? So clearly, Paul Hardin sculpted this with the intention of a cigar, but obviously it's Marvel Legends. You can't have any of them smoking. So they've removed the cigar, but it's still got that sculpted gap for the cigar. So it's a nice, like, some people may not even notice it.
Put Bushwhacker's finger bit in there as well.
Ah, you weirdo. But look, see that little bigger gap to the side of his mouth? So, like, if you have a 1/12 cigar, and I think some Mezco figures, if you're a Mezco collector, because I know where Mini Plastic Multiverse, Tom sent me some accessories, and he sent me some little mini cigars. So I'm literally ready to go. I'm like, I've got a fucking cigar for Nick Fury, so I'm going to light one up for Nick Fury when he arrives.
Can you 3D print some, like, mini cigars, like little tiny ones?
He's got to.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. We've started the business. The business is a go. Right, yes. But yeah, look at that.
£10 a go. £10 a go.
£10 a go. Look, we get some orders in. We're making a fucking, what is it, big cartel shop. We're starting it off. We're ready to go. But yes, there you go, mini cigars. So and that head sculpt we've got before, that came with the other one, right? But that one is new, I think. So the other one we got with the War Journal, but the one he's got on there is new. But yeah, Paul Hardin always does a great job with the head sculpts anyway. So but yeah, bag of money as well. And that leads us on, Rich, to our last topic of conversation in regards to these Legends reveals. The teases, okay?
There's gold in them hills, Dan.
So
gold.
we've got a pile of gold, right? Some nice gold bars. And we've also got a money bag, like some sort of money satchel type thing. It's definitely a money bag.
Do we know it's a money bag? Do we know, are they definitely related?
Well, Joyce says, Dan, so this is how I'm interpreting the whole thing, right? Dan Yoon says, we end these streams with one more tease for you, okay? He said one more tease. So and then Dwight went, oh, I forgot it. I've got to go and get it. So then when Dwight came over, he says, oh, I've got one for you. So I don't think he meant two separate teases. I think these are the same tease. To whatever this is, they're both coming with the same figure. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. So this pile of gold, these gold bars, which includes that separate one, which we'll come back to in a second, and the money bag, like this whole thing here, this is all attached to one figure. This is one tease. At least, if I'm wrong in the chat, you let me know. But I think this is all leading to one particular tease, all right? And the reason it's a money bag, if you Google like bank bags, bank money bags, it's exactly that type, shape, scale. I was trying to wind up Adam Batman Moran earlier because I found an image. Oh, have I still got it? I hope I've still got it. I don't say I got rid of it. I found an image of a character carrying suitcases. Oh, I think I got rid of it. I found the Smart Hulk on holiday or something like that. The Smart Hulk was carrying luggage, and I sent it to Adam Batman Moran and was like, here you go. It's a Smart Hulk tease. Knowing it wasn't, but I was trying to Google. I was like Googling, like, as everyone is, just trying to Google it and figure it out. So initially, Rich, what do you think it was, just off the top of your head?
Honestly, this has thrown me completely. So I think the only thing you can see is this kind of like the Latveria, the Doom logo. Just about see that, yeah, on there. You can see it in the center there, which is like being used under like One World Under Doom and stuff like that. So that seems to suggest some kind of like Doom. And then I've been going through like that's what I've been doing for like the last 2 hours. Is just going through like Fantastic Four comic books and stuff with Doom in to see if I can see anything. And I can't see anything. But again, I haven't read every single tie-in of One World Under Doom because that's where that logo comes from. And Caplives is saying it's Black Fox, who would be, that was the guy that taught Black Cat, wasn't it? Black Fox.
Marvel
in the comic books.
Black Fox. So what's he got to do with Doctor Doom money?
Did he just rob him? Did he rob Latveria at some point?
Oh, so he's okay. So he's in the animated show as well. He's like he's a cat burglar essentially. So you can find comic panels with him carrying bags of money. But I do think... Doesn't
he seem too obscure, though?
It's definitely too obscure because it is the Latverian logo. Like, so this is the old school Latverian logo, But like Rich says, in the new comics, there is an updated version, and I grabbed this from Facebook before, so shout out whoever it was that pieced this together. But that's the logo there for the new Doom. So we've already got that Doom. That Doom, the Sorcerer Doom, it's already up for pre-order. That is the logo that's being used, all right? It's the Doom crest, the Latverian crest with the little the reef around it. Now, obviously, it's super blurry and grainy, but you can, in some way, just see the sort of template and the outline of that crest, right?
Yeah.
And you can maybe also see the Doom at the bottom there as well. Not too sure, but chat, are we wrong? Like, you tell me, are we just piecing this together for no reason? Like, is that the same crest on this thing, right? So, but we've already got that Doom. That Doom's up for pre-order, and he doesn't come with any gold. So, like, what the hell? Like, me and Rich were thinking, has anyone robbed Doom? Like, in that story, did anyone rob Latveria? Did anyone rob Doom? Is there a gold bank vault? But we can't really find any other character apart from Doom. So there are rumours of a Doom 2099. So, like, but why would the new Doom logo crest be attached to a Doom 2099 version? Like, so in this story, does Doom wear any alternative costumes than this? Like, is there another big look that he uses throughout the story that could possibly be packed in with additional accessories?
I would say no. I would say, because, like, I mean, he's got his traditional look, and then that one, and then he's got like a hologram that he like uses to communicate with people like all over the world as well.
So a translucent hologram Doom with bags of money. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but I don't get where the goal, unless it's something I'm missing and overlooking and it's minor. I can't think of like gold bars being part of like One World Under Doom either. So maybe, but again, there's literally so many tie-ins. I'm not reading them all, so they could possibly be something that I've missed. So I'm not too sure.
John Morrissey says, I see Dan and Rich getting another 6 streams out of this, and you are right. The whole month of September, we are breaking this down. Next week, what gold characters are releasing the Marvel Legends line? We're starting off strong with characters like Goldbug. Goldbug is up there. It could potentially be a brand new Marvel Legends Goldbug, all right? One of those obscure Spider-Man villains. Talking of Spider-Man villains that like a bit of gold, what about Gold Goblin? You're right. It could also be the Gold Goblin, all right? There are plenty of gold characters that are, but I'm not going to spoil them all for you, all right? You've got to tune in next week for our special gold edition of Dan Who Live.
Maybe. Gold balls, golden girls, so many gold.
Maybe I'm getting carried away. So, yeah, like, when it comes to characters related to gold, I don't think it's that obvious. Like, it's an accessory. And, yeah, that crest, it's got to be that fucking crest, unless it's just light glaring and we're putting pieces together that ain't there. I don't know. But Dwight usually does, when Dwight shows off a tease, he's usually very confident we're not going to get what it is. So, and he even mentioned when he was showing this off, he was like, oh, I don't want you to see the logo, I'll get the glare. So he must know the logo is a bit more of a clue. But it makes me think, if this figure hadn't already gone up for pre-order, we'd all just say it was that. But
yeah, what
else could it fucking be? That, I mean, with a fucking press conference fucking table? Like, he's like, I don't know.
There's other characters who like traditionally didn't work for Doom, end up working for Doom in the comic book, and some people get like different looks. So it could be like someone like that. I honestly can't think of anything that stands out to me. And again, they could have just used this Latveria logo on for someone else as well. So I've honestly got no clue.
It would be someone associated though, wouldn't it? At the very least.
But like with Latveria, the big hero from the big villain or character from Latveria is Doom. So I can't think of who else it would be. But then, what do I know? We
literally already have that Doom on pre-order right now. There he is. That Doom is the Doom on this image. Like, so like, surely it's not just a deluxe version of the Doom we've just got. It's got to be a completely different version of Doom, or a character, like you said, heavily associated with Doom. Or maybe it's just, like you said, just an Easter egg where it's a character that's robbed a bank but they've just put the Doom logo on it just as an Easter egg to be like, just to fuck with us, to be like, in our head canon, they robbed Doom's bank. Do you know, like, it could just be nothing associated with Doom at all. And they're sat now laughing, watching the stream, going, haha, we got them. They're fucking idiots. We don't know. I've seen a few people put some wishes into the air, Rich. Some people say, Wrecking Crew robbing a bank. They just happened to rob Doom's bank.
It could be the Wrecking Crew, yeah, I suppose.
Again, I tried really hard to look for pictures of money bags and gold. Christmas Spider-Man robs Christmas, steals from people at Christmas. I don't like. There's a money bag. Spider-Man confirmed. I don't know. I don't know. Everyone in the chat. Anyone in the chat, shout out whoever put this image together as well. I'll quickly grab this off Facebook. I think his logo's in the corner down there. Shout out little bearded guy down there in the corner. He made his logo on a clip art, but we don't mind it. We don't mind it. Yeah, anyone got any other suggestions in regards to this tease? Anyone else? Gary A says, I'd buy a Doom throne room playset. Okay, so I've got a Doom throne room just above me up there. Well, not room as such, but the Diamond Select. RIP Diamond Select. They did a Doom throne. Do you reckon Legends would do, like, maybe they would release that Doom again, but in a deluxe version with a throne, with some additional accessories like some piles of gold? You know, like, do you see them doing a Doom throne or something like that? Doom bots? Could it be Doom bots with just additional accessories?
I suppose you could do a Doombot, yeah.
Like Doombot army builder?
Would they be guarding the money, or...?
Just think, it's the type of accessory as well, where if you army builded a character and got lots of extra accessories, it would sort of make sense, wouldn't it, for you're building your own little Fort Knox. That's the place that holds all the gold, isn't it? So it is one of those accessories where the more you get, the more gold bars you get, the more, do you know what I mean? It's one of those fun accessories where it actually does make sense, where the more you buy. So if it is packed in with an army builder, like a Doom bot, it could be, you could be adding, like, the more Doom bots you get, the more gold you get for them to protect. I don't fucking know. That's where I'm gonna get. I'm gonna just go on record and be like, okay, my guess is Doom bot. You wanna put anything on the record books?
No, I'm still I'm like browsing through all my stuff trying to look for anything, but I got literally no clue.
Any more guesses in the chat here? Any more guesses from you? The chat have gone quiet on us. Everyone is faded into the shadows.
This is probably the first one in a while though that no one has guessed.
X Manny probably knows. Has X Manny posted what he thinks this is yet? Usually that guy's bang on. Is X Manny shared what this is yet? Everyone's gone quiet on us. No one knows anything. Everyone's scared of getting the wrong answer. Come on, someone's got to have a suggestion for us. Mike says that's my guess, Kevin. So what does Kevin guess? Kevin, what did you say? Kevin says it could be Spidey from the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man story with Black Cat, as people are saying. But why have the recent... Okay, if that's true, then why have the very recent Latverian crest on those piles of gold when it's attached to a Spider-Man story that predates anything like that?
That happens during One World After Doom. So that's when Peter has got like...
So same timeline?
Yeah, he's got like the scarf around his neck, and he's got like the glowing green logo. That I think that's the version that they mean.
So let's show people what that is, because I don't know what that is off in my head. So what would I Google for that? Spider-Man...
8 Deaths of Spider-Man Magic. Just Google that.
8 Deaths of Spider-Man. Okay, so that's a story.
Oh, it is. Black Cat's got that. Black Cat's got that bag in it as well, I think. Hang on.
Oh, okay, come on. We can get to the bottom of this, people. We can get to the bottom of this. 8 Deaths of Spider-Man. Oh, so Spider-Man wears a funky costume in that too.
Yeah, it's like his magic-y costume.
Yeah.
Like
okay. Look, there's. Let me get rid of the chat for a sec. So there's Spider-Man. Oh, okay. I see where you're going now. I see where you're going. I apologise. These are new stories that I have not read, for the record, so there is no instant connection in my brain. But I don't mind that Spider-Man costume with the black and the red, with the mystical vibes. So it could be like a Spider-Man, like a deluxe. Again, they love doing variants of Spider-Man, don't they? So that has Jesse Falcon's phoned him up and says, Hasbro, you want to make another Spider-Man? They're like, fucking, of course we fucking do, Jesse Falcon. What you got for us? How about 8 Deaths of Spider-Man, Mystical Spider-Man? Add some piles of gold. I'm in. This definitely sounds like a conversation Hasbro would have. That's an ugly costume. Doc Avenger don't like it. Doc Avenger doesn't like it. Cancel it. Cancel it. Cancel it. Cat lives. We figured it out, everybody. Yeah, it was definitely me, all right? Make sure you spread that around on the internet. The Dan Who solely with no one else's help. I'm joking. I'm joking. It was X-Manny. X-Manny did it. X-Manny did it.
I still can't find the gold bars, though. I still don't know where they
I just want to retract that I just said on record. I think it's Doombots. That was just the trial run. I'm retracting that nice and early. Retracting that. I still need to see an image of Black Cat with this bag.
It was a buck. I got it wrong. It was a buck when I zoomed in.
Okay,
it looked like
cancel it. Cancel it.
It had the lock on it, but no, it was just a buck.
Let me go as a costume. I'm going gold. Let me put gold.
I've been looking for. That's what I've been trying is gold.
It's gold bars, isn't it? They are gold, like very obvious gold bars. So like gold bars.
Maybe this is something we take the extra stream where we all look for gold.
Everyone looks for gold. No, these guys are useless. You've seen them. The people in the extra stream don't even watch the main show. All right. We'll be back next week for Dan Who Gold Edition. No, we won't really. We got close. Well, I'm sure someone will figure it out. Someone will find. Hasbro, if they're good at anything, they're good at recreating very particular panels. Like they take reference from one fucking panel. So someone just has to find that panel that has the piece of gold with that Latvarian crest on it. And then we've cracked the code. Because you know Hasbro have taken that from some type of source material. So, yeah. Look up Victorious Emperor. This best not be some weird 2 girls 1 cup trick, alright? Let's have a look. Okay. So it's like is this like an army builder? I don't know if I'm getting the right reference up, you see, that's all. Is it a female? Gold, always believe in your soul. Tune. Victorious. Not many images are coming up for that. All I'm getting is this image.
It's something from Marvel Future Fight, it looks like.
Yeah, that's all I'm getting for that. I do apologise. This live stream of watching me and Rich Google shit isn't very entertaining, and I'm very self-aware. We're just trying to get to the bottom of this clue. Don't worry, we'll give it up in a minute. We'll give it up. We got pretty close.
It's
though.
10, so I've got to hop off that. I'm sorry. I'm trying to say as much as I can. I will catch you all next time. I can't even see the end. I've got to go. Right, catch you again. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Okay, don't worry, people. We're still doing the after show. Shout out to Rich. Okay, the next hour of this stream is just me googling pictures of Marvel Gold bars. Now, I'm only joking. Shout out Rich, thank you very much. Make sure you go and follow him at Displayed Once on Instagram. He's off to read more comics to try and get to the bottom of this gold bar situation. But there you go. So let me look at the poll, actually, since it's just us here now. I keep pressing that out of habit and Rich is gone. Tear rolls down my face. Let's have a look at the poll. So the poll started at today's stream says, what was your favourite Marvel Legend reveal of today? Mini Comic Wave, 33%. The Punisher and Nick Fury 2-pack in second place with 28%. Third place, Deathbird and Gladiator, 21%. And Secret Wars Iceman, 18%. So everything got a little bit of love there, over 242 votes. But yeah, the Mini Comic Wave did end up winning. I'm going to end my poll as a true professional, unlike Jay. So we have the results on record. So there we go. But yeah, very interesting. So as you know, I did promise you, and thanks to the generosity of the super chats, we have unlocked the live stream so it can stay public for the bonus draw. So if you are a channel member at the Who Crew Deluxe tier, then you can be a guest. It is so easy, people. You support the channel, you get to be on the channel. So where is my little button here? There we go. So yeah, Who Crew Deluxe tier. We're going to head over to that bonus show right now. So if you want the talk to continue and not just hear my thoughts, you've heard me talk. I quite like the reveals today. Not everything was perfect, like always, but that's the magic of Marvel Legends. Not everything is a home run, but most of the time, it's decent, and I like today's stream. I've got more to look forward to than I have to moan about, if that makes sense. So yeah, I liked it. I'm in for virtually everything, but look who you're speaking to, people. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just such a biased, it's just a biased opinion, in it. Let me close all these tabs because I've got a lot of tabs open up right now. But yeah, there you go. Let's end on. I keep pressing that out of habit. Rich isn't even here. Now I'm all pressing the wrong buttons. Let me let me press that. There you go. The record, it's on record now. I lost sound. Anyone else? No, you should be good. You should be good, Kurt. Everyone can still hear me. My sound is good. Yeah, it's just Kurt. Kurt's old. You have to speak up for Kurt. Kurt, can you hear us? You okay? You just woken up? Just sit, relax. Just relax. You'll be fine. Kurt's old, you see, bless him. Kurt's old. Right, we're going to head over to the bonus show. Let me go to my channel so you can see what's going on. Right, so over to the channel right now. You will see right there, the bonus show currently says for channel members only, but I'm going to change that to be for everybody. So let me do that while I'm live, otherwise I'll forget and nobody will be able to watch it. So let me do that in my settings. But I, as always, appreciate the support. Just going to go and tweet that now. So what was the best reveal then? Let's hear individuals' favourites, and I'll read a couple out before we go. The poll seems like the majority preferred the mini comic wave, but what individually was your favourite reveal today, whether it be an individual figure or one of these 2-packs? Let me know, and I'll read a couple out as we get out of here. We've got a lot of familiar names in the chat. I'll be curious to know what your favourites were. Let me... Oh, I've nearly changed this. Yep, changed it to public. There we go. Done. Save. Beautiful. So the bonus show. Dan, who extra. It's right there. Caleb says he's excited about Iceman. Iceman looks great. Encounter Culture agrees. Tac says Gladiator and Punisher. Nick Fury 2-pack. Keanu Leaves says... what's he saying? This is the Rachel Phoenix. Gregory says the Gladiator 2-pack. Tech says I'm all in for the Punisher Nick Fury 2-pack. Star Hunter says Ferrell and Rachel. It is really good to officially have Ferrell and Rachel in the Legends line. Like, they are to complete Excalibur and also to complete X-Force. Granted, there are still characters in their teams that could do with a bit of an upgrade, but in regards to character representation on the shelf, then yeah, very happy with that for sure. But again, I always encourage, let's complete teams in quick succession so that aesthetically they're all on par with each other. Cute Cool's favourite is Deathbird. I could have probably guessed that. I would have had a guess that Adrian would have liked that one. Justin Collect says that Silver Surfer looks great. Kevin Beatty says has to be the Gladiator and Deathbird, as we kind of knew the comic wave. We did kind of knew the comic wave, but until things get revealed, you just never quite know. So right, as I said, I'm all set up now for the bonus show. So if you are a Who Crew Deluxe member and you want to be on the members on the bonus show, we can head over there right now and you can be a guest and we can find out what your thoughts were on today's reveals. Remember, no Legends and Liquor this weekend. It is my off weekend, but I should be doing an unboxing stream on Saturday. So at some point on Saturday, I will do an unboxing stream for channel members of any tier. So if you were just a channel member at any tier, just showing love to the channel, the unboxing stream, I let people come on and we just sit and chat and talk toys. No theme, no, we're not like stuck to a particular topic. We can literally just talk while we're opening toys, chat, virtual hangout, if you will. So if you're a channel member, look forward to that on Saturday for an unboxing stream. I've always got plenty of nonsense to unbox after the football. I don't think Amanda's in, you see, so I'm taking advantage of that. So yeah, unboxing stream on Saturday, but let's talk about these Marvel Legend reveals right now. All right, I appreciate you all. Me and Rich will be back next week, like always. Hopefully by then we've got some more clues. I do have let me just show this real quick. Actually, this is just so you can screenshot it if needed. So shout out Michael, Bring Toys to Work. Screenshot this if you need it. This is the list of all of the pre-orders, where they are up for pre-order and what date they are. So if you want that information, there it is. Go and get it. And also, I thought I saved the events. Yes, I did. There you go. So these events in October will all have Marvel Legend reveals. So we're thinking the Inhumans will probably get revealed at New York Comic Con, but again, until they're revealed, we just don't know. MCM Comic Con, I will be there in person. Come and hang out with us. And not just at the Hasbro panel, just come and have a drink and just hang out with the community down there. Lots of the Who crew will be in attendance. So yeah, London MCN Comic Con, I'll be there in person, drinking Koppelbergs with anybody who's willing. And then Luca Comic Con, I'm still trying to get the funds together to send Craig's Dark Nostalgic Collection and Jamie over there with a film crew to be our correspondents in Italy, because I think that would be entertaining. But we shall see, we shall see. But yeah, still plenty of Marvel Legends reveals to come within the month of October. But I think for September, we have got plenty of pre-orders, to keep us busy until those reveals start happening. So yeah, let's try and get to the bottom of that gold clue, but otherwise we seem to be in the know. But that's it from me. I'm heading over to the bonus stream. I love yous, I appreciate yous. I will see you next week. Remember, no Thursday stream this week. We did it today instead. Today is the weekly stream, so have Thursday off. I'm off to the cinema to see that new Conjuring film with the missus, but I'll be back next Sunday, regular time, next Thursday and Sunday, same regular time for the Thursday show and for Legends and Liquor. But Saturday, bonus stream for channel members. I'll see you on the next one, all right? Goodbye. I will be reviewing both of the, well, I've already reviewed this one. I will put that review somewhere on screen, and then I'm reviewing this one in the next day or so, all right? I say a review, it's more of a comparison, let's be honest, but she is pinless, and she will probably look better than the previous one. No more jelly legs for Mystique, that's for sure. Bye-bye.